What's up, Aquarius? And thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Okay, guys, so this is going to be your November spread. So let's see what is going on. And real quick, guys, since I am posting this early, this will be before an event that I'm doing in New York. It will be October 26th and 27th. If you guys are interested in meeting me, getting your cards read, it's going to be an hour slots. So I will put all that information so you guys can look into it. But other than that, let's get into it. What is going on for the sign of Aquarius in the month of November? What is happening with the sign of Aquarius in the month of November? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Okay, guys. Alright, so the energy that you guys have for this reading is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, there's going to be an air sign, an earth sign. There's going to be an earth sign around you that maybe they're being stubborn. Maybe they're not budging with a certain decision that needs to be made, or they're not moving forward with the situation. But with this energy here, this is somebody who is at a standstill, not because they're lazy, not because they're not capable of manifesting things. They just don't see any path worth taking. And this is going to be somebody who's going to wait until something good comes along. They're not just going to get, on any bus, okay, or any stop. They're going to make sure it's something that's good. And it could be you guys not moving forward, or not wanting to move forward with a certain relationship. So there could have been a fallout for some of you, okay? Something that left you really upset and bitter, okay? Possibly a third-party situation here. Sorry, guys, let me throw my phone down so I don't hear it buzzing. So the first card that you guys have for the past, we have the Moon card in the reverse. So there's secrets that are coming out here, but there's also a lot of clarity that's being gained where you're able to see a situation clearly for what it is. And the things that you see and the things that you discover makes you lose faith in whatever situation this was. We have the Sun card in the reverse. So the information that came out most likely was unexpected. There was light being shed on, corners in your life that haven't had, any light shed on it before. So definitely a realization that you guys are coming to. And something that you're, doing your best to just move on from and get over. Now, the next card is the Lover's card in the reverse. So, again, this could have been a fallout, between you and a loved one, you and a boyfriend or a girlfriend, okay, from a relationship. And there's new love that may have been coming in as well. So, with this, there could have been a water sign that was involved here somehow. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let me just get one more card. Okay, the World card in the reverse. So you know what? I'm going to completely retract what I said before, especially with this World card in the reverse. There may have been somebody that you had broken up with, okay? A relationship that had ended prior to, this point that I'm telling you guys about in time. And now this person that you separated from, either you reached out to them, they reached out to you, and, you're speaking in a very loving way. And with the World card in the reverse, you're thinking about revisiting this chapter. Okay? The next card you guys have here is the Hermit card. So this could be something that you're really just putting a lot of thought into. The Hermit is somebody who's very wise, who takes his or her time to acquire the knowledge that's needed in order to have a situation transpire in the way intended. Okay, we have passion coming in. Could have been a fire sign too. Yeah, the Emperor. So you're putting a lot of focus on this, a new opportunity, new love, new job, something new that's coming in. And this is it could be with that fire element, but this is something that really puts you in your power. Okay, the Emperor and the Hermit are not stupid people at all. These are people that are going to make solid decisions that's going to benefit them and those around them. Okay, so the thinking process is solid here. But there may be something that you're conflicted about. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, we're now moving into the present moment. This is you not seeing eye to eye with the situation. If this is with work, this is you feeling like you're not appreciated. Maybe you feel like you're getting paid less than what you deserve. If this is, just with a friend or, someone you're in a relationship with, this is not appreciating the person, not truly hearing them out. Two of Wands in the reverse, feeling lost due to, this conflict that may be happening here. But again, seeing it for what it is and getting out of your head about it. You feel unbalanced about it, but you have a realization that you may not have any control over it. And because of that, you choose to release this burden. The Magician in the reverse, yeah, there's manipulation here for sure. And you guys are just letting it go. You're just dropping it. Yeah, offer not being accepted. Possibly due to a third-party situation. Okay? Yeah, fire keeps popping up for you guys. Now, by you guys not moving forward with this, it shows that you find balance and that your life moves in a good way. Okay? And that you may even, if some of you were single or had just broken up with somebody else, I see you guys getting into another relationship, having a new passionate start, and something that's going to be really, good and solid for you. Something that you're going to be excited about. Now, the next card you have here is the Three of Wands, where you turn your back on what wasn't working for you, and you wait for better things to come in. Or you focus on these new things that are coming in. But there's a sense of guardedness here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's a sense of guardedness from what you let go in the past. And there's a sense of emotionally detaching yourself and cutting out what wasn't working for you. Okay? So whatever situation it was that you had left behind in the past, it's something that you're sticking, you're sticking with your guns on this one. It might not be easy, but you're doing it. Now, the first card you have for your future is the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess, this is you guys being very intuitive, and being able to really trust your gut in all matters. And there's a situation here that you are waiting on or that you're being patient with. We have the Seven of Swords, but this could be, there could be secrets that are held here, or maybe even secrets that come out because with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's just making it very hard for you to move away from this. Or your secret can be that you're not over the situation, especially if you have someone new. It's, not necessarily a topic that you would want to talk about over dinner. Okay? The next card you guys have is the Queen of Cups. So again, could be a water sign that comes in, someone who's very significant for you, but this is going to be somebody who's very tender, someone who's very loving, like that motherly sort of love, and there's victory here. Okay, you guys are feeling good here. You're hesitant about what you need to let go, but once you let it go, once you let that go, victory and love come in. The Queen of Cups could also indicate healing. So for some of you, that's just going to be whatever you let go of, you do heal from it. You do see the victory in it. You get over any betrayal that may have happened. Now, the last card here is the Tower card for your future. With the Tower card, there is going to be an event in your life that is going to make huge changes for you. Whether you want it to happen or not, it's inevitable. When the Tower card pops up, with it being a major arcana, this is something that the universe is going to be pushing for. Page of Cups. Love, possibly from a water sign. King of Wands in the reverse. So there's going to be a sense of new things that come in for you, new opportunities. But with the King of Wands in the reverse, you know, this could be this fire sign that keeps popping up, and it's showing them to be promiscuous, unreliable. Okay, maybe you're dealing with someone who's unreliable. And it's like you have this new love coming in, but you're thinking about your past and you're sad about it. But what's interesting here, okay, because remember, we have that Tower card, so there's going to be a huge change. There's something new, a new opportunity, or a new lover that comes in that takes you out of that place where you may have felt rejected, or where you may have rejected other people. And this is going to be something good. All right, the universe is saying that this is something that should be focused on. Something that brings you back into your own element here with the Knight of Swords. And, you know, you guys decide to let go of any burden or betrayal in reference to the situation. Okay? All right. All right. So let's give you guys some guidance on how to move forward with this, okay? What is the guidance that Aquarius needs to hear for the month of November? What is the guidance that Aquarius needs to hear? Sorry. That's my alarm to remember I have a kid and he needs to eat. I'm kidding, guys. I feed my child, I promise. Alright, so the card that you guys got was music. Harmony. Okay. Now, what sign was it that got this today? I'm not sure. Another sign got this. But this card is very, very beautiful because it's showing that things that are meant for you, things that are truly good for you, will just harmonize into your life. It will just blend. It will be beautiful. It will bring out the best in you. Okay? We have situations where we push and we push and we push, you know, to get a certain outcome, even if it's not the best outcome for us. And, you know, then we wonder when we're, you know, making a push come to shove, we wonder why we're so unhappy in these situations. We wonder why we're surrounded by people that we don't necessarily like that much, okay? Or why we may attract bad things to us. This card is a reminder that you need to go with the flow of you, your life, and your vibes. If there's anything conflicting that comes across you, you know, for instance, you meet a complete stranger in a mall and something is just like, nope, don't do it. If, you know, you're not harmonizing with it. And you have to, you know, you have to live a life where anytime you do have control over who you can be around or those people that you allow into your house, you got to make sure it's in accordance with you. Okay? Something really important. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. You know, I was in a situation where I felt that there was something in my life that was very good for me. I know it's not love. It's just, you know, someone that I was dealing with, a situation I was dealing with, where they weren't necessarily where I was in life. And I'm not saying success, money, stuff like that. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with goals, aspirations, how we feel within ourselves, how we handle situations. And it's just that the situation, the person was a lot more negative than I was. Now, a concept that me and my entire family live by, because I have a family of like 300 people deep, just, you know, in one town in New York, but everyone's an entrepreneur. There's I can't think of somebody that's working for someone else. So we're always creating things. And there's that concept where, you know, you are the 5 people closest to you. And, you know, that's why I always ran with the concept of you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You don't want to be the prettiest person in the room. You know, you want to be around people who have something to offer you. So I was presented with the situation where, like years ago, my mom has warned me against this. She said, look, it's going to hold you back one of these days, I'm telling you. And I'm looking at it like, no, well, there's been people who have elevated me, so, you know, I can pay it back, and I can, you know, elevate others. But at the time she told me, but are you in a position where you feel fully elevated? You have everything that you need and want in your life. And I said, well, no, but, and she cut me off. She said, okay, so that person is going to bring you down. Hands down, they're going to bring you down. And it took years. It took years for me to see it. And it wasn't until I started looking at certain situations, and, you know, me and my parents were having a conversation about something unconventional that was happening, you know, on the media. And I didn't see it as that bad. I'm like, well, is that the worst thing that could happen? And they're like, are you kidding us? That's awful. And I'm like, shit. And I realized that by harmonizing or trying to harmonize with the wrong group of people, with, you know, the wrong situations around me, I was starting to be complacent with things that weren't right. I was starting to think that it was normal to live in certain ways. And I know that we all live differently, but we all have different desires. My desire has always been to make a huge impact. So for somebody who wants to make a huge impact on a world scale, you can't chill with somebody who's just thinking about what's in the sewage system in, you know, in your city. You have to open to it. Okay? You know, don't be arrogant and just say, oh, you're not, you know, you're not harmonizing with me, you're not good enough for my life. You don't want to go about it in that way. But it's just something to take a mental note with. How can this help me? And I'm not talking about what can they give me monetarily, what can they give me in terms of services. It's not that. What can they feed my soul? If you're not harmonizing, you're hurting yourself. If you feel forced to keep a conversation going, or if you just feel like this awkward tension between a person and you don't know why, don't spend too much time trying to figure out why. Just allow yourself to, you know, go with the flow of your own music. Okay? And this could come in anything. You know, this could come with the emotions that we get, you know, looking at a nice art piece. This could be, you know, for me particularly, it was dance. You know, I was a dancer for a very long time. And I said in the other video that anytime I'd want to break up with someone that I was dating, I would do it right before dance class because it put me in my element. It reminded me of how I harmonize with life, with myself, you know, how I want things to be. And I think that is going to take you guys, you know, getting back to the basics of being able to take a step back and have an unbiased view on those around you. If it's a situation that's not good for you, you got to let it go. If it's something that you feel you keep forcing and it's just not working, you got to let it go. Go with the flow. Go with the harmony. Go with the music, okay? I love this card for you guys. Now, for those looking for personal readings, I'm getting them out in about 5 to 10 days now, okay? So I send it through a video link that is going to take you to YouTube. It's a private link. Only you can access it, or anyone that you give the link to can access it. But other than that, I am doing tarot lessons as well. So if anybody is interested in learning how to read tarot, I do one-on-one Skype sessions. So I'll leave all that information in the description, okay? All right, Aquarius. I love you guys so much. I wish you the best of luck with everything. And I will be back with your love readings next. Take care.